Oh, damn it. That's not how I wanted to start the video. I wanted to start it staring at the door like we left off last time because it's a cool view. But hi, I'm LP Master 6. This time we are starting off fighting two Wolfos in what I said was a fan favorite dungeon. And for pretty good reason. We'll get into whether it's my favorite or not in a minute, but just the look of this place is amazing. We're going into like a Victorian mansion that's been ruined and is in the middle of the forest. So it's like the middle of like a sort of old house that's been taken over by nature, but also it was supposed to be taken over by nature. And I don't know, the Victorian era doesn't feel out of place in Zelda, but at the same time it really does. And something about, like, you're still getting the gritty textures and the gritty, like, darkness and feel and everything in this place. The song perfectly captures that, but it also captures some bright, colorful weirdness like you'd see in Mario 64. Like, the door down there, oh, you can't see it from here, but I've shown you that door before. It looks like it might be the door that's taken from the underwater city in Wet Dry World in Mario 64. And I just think this is a perfect combination. And as far as design, this is where Eiji Aonuma really stepped his game up. This place, the main 5 temples, the main 5 adult dungeons are killer. They're amazingly designed. And look, he didn't want to put small keys in the child dungeons to not bog you down. He wanted you to really learn the mechanics of the game, so we're just now getting our first small key inside a dungeon. Now, you can get them in the treasure chest shop, and we got 2 in the thieves' hideout, which don't remind me how miserably we failed there, but we'll be coming back soon and rescuing the other 2 carpenters. That's not the focus of here. The focus of this video is the forest temple. And here is the main room, baby. Ooh, a cutscene. I don't know how there's an elevator here or why it's going into the ground, but you can assume that that's where we need to go. But we can't go there now because the elevator went into the ground. I don't know, just, oh, the look of this place gets me every time. The fires on the torches are gone. Seems like the ghost took them away. That's right, our goal is to kill the 4 Pose sisters to light the torches to get access to the elevator again. And we have this huge hub room here. I'm going to take it, I was going to say counterclockwise, but that is clockwise. We're just not starting from the top. I'm still very frustrated at how Adult Link cannot slash pots nearly as easily. No, you know what? I'm going to keep going. Sometimes I do that when I think a take isn't going well. And I'll just make ridiculous sounds to force myself to stop. But you know what? We're doing okay. As far as my favorite dungeon, the Forest Temple is actually my least favorite of the main 5 temples. Of the 5 temples, the main 5 dungeons in the game. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should lock on. Blue bubble! Guard it against its blue flame with your shield. That's a good idea instead of just stabbing it over and over to no avail. I'm really sucking today. But something about this dungeon, even though it's the perfect introductory dungeon to these more complex mechanics we'll be seeing, like, I don't know, lots of block pushing. That's what's in this room, and I actually really love it. And there's a lot to love about this dungeon. I've praised its aesthetics a ton. It's got great ideas. I like the enemies. There are arrows painted on the floor. I can see that. I wonder what we need to do. It's never really explained why... Did I go over this already? The Gerudo symbol is on all the blocks. Like, this is the Forest Temple. Is it because Ganondorf has infested these temples? So did he put the blocks here? And that's why the Gerudo symbol's on these? I have no clue, honestly. But Oh, well, I guess. I'll never know. Unless, Spoiler Goblin, if you have an idea, please put it in the comments. And we gotta go around this way. But something about this dungeon, the reason why it's absolutely not my favorite is because it frustrates the hell out of me. I don't know why. I can't put it into words, but I either get stuck or something goes horribly wrong while I'm playing it, or both. The first time I played it, I thought, oh my god, I'm so annoyed throughout this whole process, the whole dungeon, that I really am terrified the other 4 are going to be like this. And they weren't. It was just this one. And I love this more than any of the childhood dungeons. This is a solid, great dungeon, don't get me wrong. But here's what went wrong most recently. I already recorded this. I was at the end of the dungeon and the power flickered, which it never, ever does. What am I missing here? Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta go around this way. Back somehow. I lost everything. The power never goes out. In almost 2 hours of getting stuck and frustrated in this dungeon, all lost right at the end. I was like 15 minutes tops from the boss. And I was very dejected. So this is actually the following Monday. So it's been quite a little while. And what am I missing here? But no matter how many times I play this dungeon, I get stuck at the smallest thing and get really frustrated. And that doesn't seem to happen with the rest of them too much. Or do I need to be pushing this back? Why would I need to do that, though? I'm pretty sure I have to find a way around. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Hold on, maybe... Nope, that definitely was not it, okay? Oh, but... Oh, I had a lot of good commentary, I felt like. I finally started talking about, like, a nice mixture of Zelda itself and my life and just what's been going on. It was finally some good classic commentary, you know? And it's all gone. I was considering delaying my stream, postponing it to the next Wednesday, which would be 2 days from now. Here we go, finally. Nope. Can't do anything with this yet. And I was talking about how I promised my wife... Here we go. This is where we're supposed to be. It took me a minute to realize it. We can push it from this side and then go back around. Finally. Perfect. Yes. Ooh, this room is... this might be my favorite room in the dungeon. Block pushing gets on a lot of people's nerves. Oh, I love it. Okay, back this way. That and ice block puzzles are my favorite things in most games. Okay, now how do... There we go. Okay. Excuse me. I have to cough. This commentary is turning out great so far. I was like, I bought my wife for International Women's Day, March 8th, a board game about birds called Wingspan. You know, because who on earth would want to watch a bird? That is probably my favorite quote from the show Gilmore Girls, where this pessimistic French black character, which I say is important because that's really eccentric for the time, very progressive to have a flamboyant foreign black character, who, he had no mention of being gay in the original, but in the revival he had a boyfriend, which I thought was interesting, because I always like it when there's flamboyant characters that aren't necessarily just gay. I don't know, but even still, it was a little ahead of its time. He wasn't played as like a... He was a comic relief character, but only because he was an asshole, not for any other reason. But, he talks about this bird watching club, and he says, who on earth would want to watch a bird? So sometimes when my wife and I are looking at birds, which we love bird watching, you know, one of us will just say, who on earth? I don't know, Gilmore Girls was good, but, okay, it seems we can't actually do anything in this room because we have nothing to interact with the switches. I wonder what we'll be getting in this dungeon to interact with eye switches. I wonder if I've ever played a Zelda game before. Okay, we can't get there right now. That's a point of return from somewhere else. Oh, I just can't get over how great these hallways look. Yes! For the first time, I hit it from the back. I'm not fucking lousy. But Gilmore Girls was pretty good. Great show. I can recommend it. But on a rewatch, I bet it's going to be terrible. Because all of the characters are intolerable. We found out what to do here. Oh, I didn't lose it in the 6 days it's been, or however long. 5 days? It's been 5 days. Today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. But I did end up postponing my stream that night. And we played that board game. It took us forever to figure it out. We're used to, like, you know, the classic kid board games. Not board games oriented towards adults that are kind of newer and more complicated and for hipsters. Oh, yeah, you can still collect Deku sticks even though you can't use them. I think that's cool. Most of the time, those bigger Deku Babas, we just end up getting Deku nuts from them, but I was lucky enough to slash its neck open. Okay, I don't actually need the big jar. We're good. We haven't used any Whoa, maggots? We haven't used any magic. But look at this cool courtyard area. Oh no, it's neat that the outside areas, like, part of me thinks they're not as appealing visually, but they are. I don't know. I normally like inside a house better, but they did this so well. And nothing pisses me off like these courtyard areas. They always make me confused, and I don't know why. Luckily, I had a practice take, so you're not going to sit here and watch me not be able to figure out where to go. I knew that was going to happen, but I have no way to attack him from down here. I got lucky last time, and yeah, okay. If the red dot's not there on the wall, you cannot reach. And they hone in? I mean, they're homing, but they hone in. Alright, we just gotta be stealthy here. Oh, good. Can we make it? Can we make it? Or is he gonna glow? Oh, no, don't glow! Oh, he ran out of steam. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's just him. That's not a gold one. So we don't care. We're trapped. It's just another blue one. But I love it, because blue bubbles and red bubbles made their first appearance in Zelda 1, and I love seeing Zelda 1 enemies show up. Thank you for the green rupee, my man. See, my instinct was to say sir, but there's no need to say sir. But I did have some notes, of course, to go over, as usual. I noticed while editing, I mentioned that A Link to the Past mentioned a goddess named Hylia. That is false. I'm thinking of how they refer to the ancient Hylians as the people of Hylia. This happens a few times throughout the series, so I apologize. There are references very slightly, if you really want to look into it, to goddesses. Okay, I don't know. I think this is the way we hadn't been. Right? Am I right? Yes. Okay, because there's 2 courtyards that connect through little rooms like that. Holding my phone when I should be playing the game. Hold on. Okay, I had to cough some more. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had... I mean, they're not coughing fits, so I won't get melodramatic and call them that, but I don't know what's happening to my body. My allergies are all weird today because it was really hot. I talked about that last time. And we had to turn the heat on yesterday and today. So, we had the air on the other night, and the next day, we had the heat back on. That's annoying. Okay, we've drained the little well over there. Where do we want to go from here? I think that's all we needed. Ooh, Scarecrow song? I almost forgot my Scarecrow song. Luckily, editing has made me very privy to my actions all the time. And I spent probably 15 minutes trying to be able to get the Scarecrow song to work there. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to. But there's nothing up there. So it just pisses me off when she flies somewhere that looks like you can call Pierre and you just can't. It's insanely frustrating. We haven't even fully explored the... I need to just not do that and let Link roll. That works a lot better. But, yes, on the subject of Hylia and goddesses, Now, obviously, the original intention was for the in-universe religion of Zelda to be the medieval predominant religion, you know, for the Middle Age mythos, like, you know, King Arthur and all of those stories of Christianity, the most common religion in the world, still to this day. Can I not collect that? What? Okay, it's not like we need it, but that was weird. But also, this is how you get up there. I love that puzzle. They're teaching you to use the hook shot to latch onto treasure chests. So chests aren't necessarily always for the treasure that's inside them, which I think is pretty clever. But they're still marked on the map if you have the compass, because, you know, they lead you to something. Maybe a way to move forward. You never know, but that's very clever. All right, and that door is just... I think that's a return door to the main room. I think this courtyard, you have to go through the other courtyard to get to. And this looks like you can latch onto it. Hold on. But if we look at it from this angle, I think it's just decoration. Are we too close? What's the deal? Oh, maybe it is. What? Oh, yeah, it's hanging down from there. If it's not attached to the wall, it's just decoration. Even though it looks just like the ones you can already climb, so that gets a little confusing. But if they're not attached to the wall, you may have to check multiple angles to make sure, then they're not important at all. Like these, we can climb. And we're about to. We're gonna. Stop being annoying. When you think you're boring, and talking to yourself in second person is the most annoying thing as well. Which I continue to do while bitching about it. I don't know, when I think I'm boring, I've gotten in this habit. I have, for all of LP Master 6, of talking to myself in second person, critiquing myself, and changing my intonation because I think it's funny. It's gotten old. It's not funny. I don't know. Maybe some people think it's funny. People tell me, I mean, I've gotten comments from people saying I get a comment saying I had funny AH commentary, which I greatly appreciate, because... You know, I try. I'm not trying to force it or anything, but I try to be interesting at the very least. And normally interesting and funny are the same thing to me. Unless they're neat facts, which some of those are even funny. I got some of those. I don't know if I have any funny ones today, but... Oh, shit, what was I talking about? Oh, I keep getting distracted. Zelda 2 had a goddess statue. Which, of course, you can't have idols in Christianity, and... They did have the priest and the church in the Japanese version of A Link to the Past, renamed the Sanctuary and the Sage. No, I did that backwards, but you get the point. In the West. And here you don't have too many remnants of what was supposed to be Christianity. Alright, did we do everything we're supposed to do here for now? Maybe? Sure, that just gives us an easier way to traverse between the two, going in the well. But I think I'm going to do this again, just because I'm already over here, and I need practice at dodging this guy. I'm determined. So that's what we're going to do. I really want to find the compass. I can't remember exactly where that is. Oh. Okay. No, oh god. I think if you stay still, you're fine. Alright, yeah, he's barely on screen. We should be cool. Or you could just not latch on that time, even though I did the exact same thing. Cool. Sure, whatever. Alright, I did have one more neat fact of cut content I meant to say while we were exploring Death Mountain. Because originally, speaking of Zelda 2 as well... oh, you know what? I never finished the religion discussion. So this is the trick. Patience is the trick. Well, eventually, of course, they gave Zelda its own in-universe religion, which you saw in the ancient religion. And it was supposed to more be ancient, and it's the religion of this game, but I don't know. It seems to be the main religion, even like past A Link to the Past in the timeline in later games, so who knows. I mean, Christianity's all but gone, but maybe at one point in the timeline it was the religion or something similar. You never know. Religions are interesting throughout real history, so That's not a room. So what are we doing here? We have no need to be here. Whatever. I don't care. I'll tank some damage. But originally, Death Mountain had more maze-like caverns, like in Zelda 2 and A Link to the Past. And, I mean, it was kind of maze-like in the overworld in Zelda 1. But, okay. Yes, we've nicely explored there. Is this... Yeah, this is going to be the opposite side. So I'm going to go back to the entrance here. This is totally the entrance, right? No, this is the entrance. It has to be. That's... Oh, we have a key, so we can keep going in the block pushing room. So that's what we're going to do. I don't remember where we got that key. Maybe it was the bottom of the well in there. But I think we're on the right track here. We're good. I'm so grateful. So grateful for the Master Sword, because we don't have to do those twice. And I'm sorry I said I was going to stick with the Broken Giant's Blade. I really don't want to for a dungeon. But Death Mountain was also initially called Mount Hebra. Additionally, on top of being called Death Mountain, text in the game, in a prototype that inevitably was removed, obviously, was going to say, we call it Death Mountain, but it's also called Mount Hebra, as if that's... Or Mount Hebra, I think, is more accurate. I can't talk. Why have I not been able to keep words together and form them properly for the past few months while I'm making videos? Probably because I've been talking so much and streaming on top of everything else. Ooh, I gotta take it easy. This is what all my free time goes to now. This corridor is all twisted. Laugh track moment. I don't know why that always strikes me like a sitcom joke that I would not think is funny, but I'd be laughing at them instead of with them. The writers, that is. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Well, we don't have a key to go in there, but... Do you hear that? Whoa. Wallmaster! You know, from the previous games. Watch out for its shadow on the floor. Destroy it before it goes back up to the ceiling. There. Nice and simple. They give you a lot of money. So very, very nice enemies. You want to fight those if you care about money. And also, I'm pretty sure they drag you to the back of the dungeon just like they do in previous games. Actually, I think they're only in Zelda 1 and A Link to the Past at this point. So every other game they appear. There's a treasure chest here. Thank you, Navi. I know. Yep, can't do anything here. We came back for no reason, but that's okay. I don't remember where everything is, when we need to go there, so... I'm just trying to develop a pattern here. So if I see a locked door and I get a key, I'm going to go back to it as soon as possible. I want to continue this little trail here. But, yeah, I guess they thought it was too confusing to call it Mount Hebra. Damn it, I was too slow. And Death Mountain, so that was cut. I guess I'll talk more about my Zelda facts. Why not? I know you're itching to hear them. I've mentioned that Miyamoto was very against pre-rendered full-motion video that plagued the PS1 because everybody thought it was cool. Did I already go on this rant, or was that in the deleted Forest Temple attempt? Deleted. Well, you know, my electric company is who deleted it. Okay, I think we're on the opposite side of the room now. This is the north end, I feel like. Come on. Yeah! Ooh! Where does this lead? Does this lead where I think it does? Yes! Oh, it would actually be smart to go here first. Also, Stalfos! Lure it close to you and watch its movement carefully. Attack it when it drops its guard. Alright. I wonder if we're fighting the Master Craftsman's son. Because remember, he turned into a Stalfos and... you know, is dead now. I don't know why he'd be in the Forest Temple right now, though. But are these treasure hunters? How did these Stalfos get here? Or are they just soldiers of Ganon? Because presumably they're not. I mean, they are in other games, so I don't know, but Stalfos exist without Ganondorf's influence. This is a game of patience. I think it was in the lost footage that I said this, but I feel like this is a good time to bring it up. If I'm repeating myself at all, or if I'm not stating something that you feel is like, I don't know, if you're confused about something, maybe I thought I already said it because the, recording was lost. I don't know. I apologize. And double if I'm repeating myself, because that's not a great thing to do. Ooh, yeah. Alright, I will take this. I want hearts. Oh! Do we have an empty bottle? No, we're good. We haven't drinking our milk yet. And I'm not getting rid of the bugs at all right now, so we're going to keep those bugs maybe for the rest of the game. I don't know. Ooh, we got a key. I want to go back. I'm going back. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this is it. Never mind. That's not a way forward. That's just the way back. So, yeah, that's a nice, quick little room you may want to do first, because it just is your first Stalfos fight and gets you a key. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I heard it. Ooh. Clever. All right, this is what, number 2? I think. I know where at least one other is. All the temples have 5 Skulltulas. So be on the lookout for that. I don't remember what we started with, and my notes aren't going to be helpful because I was anticipating getting a few in the desert, as I mentioned before. Is this the right place? Yes. Oh yeah, memorizing the enemy in the corridor is a good way to learn your way around without the compass. Alright, no heart. Oh, I don't need a heart anyway. Never mind, because we got the fairy.